Right, welcome back to the last episode, pretty much for Play to Draft. This one will be a bit of a hit home for all the old Tiger fans. It will be Lewis Kellaway. So, before we jump straight into a bit of review for him, please hit the like and subscribe button. Help me get to 400 subscribers before the season ends. I was 500, but I think we'll switch down to 400 and we'll just slowly make our way up. Right, so I've got his Central Rookie Me for Lewis Kellaway up. Now, I've seen a few mock drafts where they believe Richmond won't take him at all because after pick 50, I think it's pretty sure it's after pick 54, there's no points attached to a pick. So anything after 54, Richmond can just say, yeah, we're going to take him. I think maybe the hope is that he makes it down to the rookie draft and Richmond will take him with a rookie pick there. Not sure why. I think you just take him straight away. My guess would be maybe it's just cheaper contracts. Not sure. But let's move straight on to Lewis Kellaway's strengths. And there's a lot more than I thought there was going to be. I have watched his highlights, but to see him break down, and I think one of his weaknesses, I think, isn't a big problem to me. But we'll go from there. So ball winning is a strength as well. Clean hands. I love the ball winning one. It's probably something we do need in our team, especially with our midfielders don't win the ball that much. So when he develops into a midfield, which is obviously the goal, that would be really great. Consistency, defensive pressure. So I love that. He might be a good half backman as well, or maybe even a winger who can run up and down. Stoppage craft and toughness. So I like the stoppage craft as well. So it's another good one for a wing. Maybe he could be a partner along with Hugo Smith as well. And the toughness as well, which doesn't surprise me. If he's just like his old man, then we know that the Kellaways are all bred to be pretty strong and hard and take a good bump and keep going. So he did play for Sturt this year, and then he did make it to the South Australian team. Now, a lot of people will say that his best part was he was a really good 1-2 punch with Dyson Sharp off that half back. Some people say maybe we should draft Dyson Sharp because of that factor, but I just don't think you do. I think that's too... Not the reason why you draft somebody is because they may have a good relationship with another player. So, improvements, they say hurt factor, which it's depending on where he's playing. Like, it's not a big deal for me whatsoever. I think once he gets more polished, maybe those ball winning hands will get more damaging. You know, the consistency is what they're saying is good at. So, defensive pressure, the stoppage craft, it can definitely be. Once it's a bit more refined in his skill set, that hurt factor will come in even more. And then it says size, which I was a bit surprised on the size. He's 183 centimeters, so he's not short. He's just that borderline. 185 is now starting to become the norm for the midfield, so he's not that far off the average size. So maybe being that slightly small would be a benefit for him. And then draft range is 40 to 60, so either way, we're probably going to have him covered. We can always go into deficit by, it'd be like 50-something points, 60 points, so it really wouldn't affect us too much. And the summary is, Kellaway is obviously tied to Richmond via father and son, but at the time of writing, has yet to be formally nominated by the club, which he now has been, so Richmond will compete in this year's hands draft. By the end of the trade period, assess whether Kellaway is likely to be a draft range match. Their plans... Recent draft combine, only 2 other clubs interviewed the tough on baller. So even then he's been told he's a tough on baller. So perhaps writing's on the wall. He could be a nice fit with the Tigers as a young, more nimble inside mid, which is what we've been saying. He's probably that bit more lightweight because of the height. That could counterweight the size, age, and current engine room. Definitely agree on that. Richmond securing pick 38 from Tyler Young, trade to West Coast. Tigers have prime opportunity to take him there, but more than likely they'll match a bid later on, which I definitely agree. I don't think they'll take him at pick 38. I don't think they need to take a pick that high unless someone comes to him earlier. And it does only say that one other club has given him an interview, and I really think that would probably be South Australia because his dad, as I recall, was a physio for Adelaide Crows. So I could see a world where they would probably take a bid on him. I think we take him, and I definitely think he's could be a long-term prospect where you see him stay in the VFL for 2 or 3 years, and see where he develops from there. I definitely think he has some good traits, and stuff that will definitely help our side in the future. All right, that's it, guys, for Lewis Kellaway. Hit the like and subscribe button. As always, stay safe and go Tigers.